So let's go ahead and dive into day one, lesson number one. Okay, so the first day, what I really want us to do is just talk about what is a bullet journal, what is a dot journal, and think about what exactly you want to use your bullet journal to accomplish. First of all, I will say I am not affiliated with the official bullet journal method. This is a trademarked method that belongs to Ryder Carroll, and that is the original method that kind of started this whole trend. But then since it was created, it's really come a long way and we've added a lot of different things. So the original bullet journal method, it came around on the internet in around like 2013. This guy, Ryder Carroll, when he was a kid, he was diagnosed with ADD. And so as an adult, he was realizing, gosh, it's really hard for me to just keep track of all these different things that I'm responsible for and remember what it is that I really want to be working on each day, keeping track of the little things and also the big things, and how do I manage this? So he created a system for himself where he could just use one notebook to really keep track of every single thing, his big goals for life, and also his little daily to-do lists, and have that information when he needed it. And he wanted to be able to do that quickly, concisely, just using a plain journal and like one pen. That was all that he wanted to have to use. And so he created this method and then he put it on the internet. I don't know if it was Reddit. I don't know if Reddit was around then yet, but he put it in these kind of like life hacker type places on the internet, and people loved this method and it became super duper popular. But then from there, it went and had this whole other life on Pinterest and blogging sites and among the kind of like creative community as people started creating layouts for themselves that were really beautiful just for the sake of being beautiful. People started incorporating a lot of drawings, paintings, using markers, things like that. And there are people who have multiple journals that they use for, here's my book where I just log every book that I've read or every movie that I've seen or whatever it is. So some people are using this method in different ways. Some people are still sticking very close to that original method of everything in my life goes into one book and I write as little as possible every day to get things done and to make my book last. And other people are really incorporating different kinds of styles, techniques, tools, stickers. Stickers are very popular. So what is the difference between bullet journal and dot journal? Well, basically, they're the same. You hear bullet journal, you hear dot journal, you hear bujo, which is like short for bullet journal. There really is this kind of continuum and they all mix together. And usually when people are saying either dot journal or bullet journal, they're really talking about the same thing. But there is this original bullet journal method, which is a trademarked system. That is the reason that we don't always say bullet journal. We might say dot journal, just because we don't want to be confused with Ryder Carroll's product and his official system. He does have a full company that they have their own classes that you can take to like really specialize in his system. And they're still like very popular for like the Silicon Valley type people that want to pay like $1,000 and have this really in-depth kind of thing. That's not what we're doing. What we're going to be doing is looking at the whole breadth of bullet and dot journals and creativity and all these different kinds of things. And what I want you to do first is really just think about what is it that you most want to get out of your journal, okay? So the assignment for today is I want you to think about how you're using journaling right now and think about what it is you're not getting that you want to be able to use your bullet or dot journal for.